Hey guys, welcome back in. Gonna continue some more No Man's Sky, Permadeath. I did manage to get on last night for like an hour and a half. Just unlocked a few more drop pods. I found a couple crash ships. And actually did quite a bit of just killing sentinels. I want to get their salvage glass. So I've got a bunch of those now. Yeah, what, 37 of those now. But what I'm gonna do is try cracking those open. See what I can get out of them. I'm looking mainly to get the wire and looms. I'm looking to get a bunch of those because I will need them for installing tech. And I did get a bunch of. I got the rest of my technology unlocked. I did like a row of these, I think. So, still got quite a bit to unlock though. I mean, I got way more than that. Alright, crack these open. I did crack open a few of them down on the planet. I did get like one or two that were actually upgrades, so. But I'm getting a lot of stuff like these curiosities. I keep getting a lot of those. So what I do is when I unlock a drop pod or stop by a ship, typically there's one sentinel around, so I'll shoot that sentinel, get the salvage glass, and then when the second wave comes in, it's typically a caller, a healer, and two sentinels. I'll take care of them. Sometimes I get like an extra healer or caller, and I'll kill that too. Then I'll just run around for like 20 seconds or so before, and let them search for me. Then I just take off and just repeat the process each time. So I'm getting, like 3, maybe 4 salvage glass each time. So, it actually adds up pretty quick. But it does give you some of these other crafted things which can be useful. But I'm mainly looking for these modules so that I can either sell them or actually upgrade stuff. Alright. I want to make sure none of my stuff is in. Alright, so there's 2 of these that I should try to upgrade. Typically, what I focus on is the life support, shield. Core health is always going to be 33%, I think. So that one's kind of a wasted thing. So yeah, life support tanks, shield strength, and sprint. I think that's what I normally aim for. So let's just open up a few of these. Just see if I get upgrades. Because I can turn around and sell these for a couple thousand nanites a piece, so I don't want to go too nuts. Like this one is awful, so that's instantly no good. That's no good. That's no good. I was hoping to get a little bit better luck with that. What I want to do is save like 3 of them that I'll sell. Okay, so this one's good. That one's crap. See, what you want to try to do is get the 4 fields, as opposed to only 3. So, life support tank's only 30 there. I always go with the higher one. So, I'll get rid of that one. Alright, so that takes care of that. And my multi-tool ones, my multi-tool is so freaking small that I can't keep track of these. So this, typically I aim for damage and reload. And none of these have it. So, let's see what we can get out of these. Just install a couple at a time. Okay, so this one isn't too bad. That one isn't too bad. Like, if these had 2% damage, it would be better, but... Let's see, damage and fire rate. Reload. Alright, so... Get rid of that one. I think both of these are probably better. Well, they have an extra trait on them anyway. Reload 10%, reload 6%. Alright, so one of these is going to go. They both have the same reload. Alright, this one has a lower fire rate, so we'll get rid of that one. I don't think I'm going to open any more of these, unless I get like a really good roll on something. That's more damage and fire. That one's completely junk. Yeah, get rid of that one. I'm gonna do one more. Okay, that one sucks, dude. Alright, so I didn't get anything all that great out of that, but I did get 5 more wire and looms. A bunch of pugnium now. Tons of pugnium. This I'm gonna sell off. Actually, I might try to hold on to a couple of these crafted items. Put them in my ship. My warp is already way up there. Let's try another one of these. Oh. Damage fire rate reload, okay. So that's an upgrade. Alright, so gonna get rid of this one. Alright. That one's a little bit better. Yeah, they're not meant to be like really powerful or anything. What do I have in here? Nothing. So let's just burn off some of this pugnium, because all it's gonna do is take up room. You barely get any nanites out of it. That's the bad thing about this stuff. The return's 25 to 1, so it's pretty poor. Alright, see if there's anything else I can stack up here. I got a bunch of chromatic metal. Alright, I'm gonna make up a bunch of antimatter. Alright, that way you get that stacked. The antimatter you can always use. Got extra ferrite dust too. I thought I had some cobalt. I keep getting that confused with the dihydrogen, I think. And I keep getting extra cadmium. Oh, actually, I want to take, actually, I'll leave that. I can make more chromatic metal with that. Alright, so actually, let's burn that off too, because I already have a stack. Alright. Just sell off this stuff, and I have, oh, I found that last creature last night too, over here. Let's get that uploaded, so that'll be a bunch of nanites. Upload that, collect that. I probably have a bunch of stuff in here I haven't uploaded. A bunch of plants. Alright, Yeah, sell off that stuff first. I think I'm just gonna sell this chromatic metal. I just don't have room for it right now. Get rid of that. Get rid of all those. Oh yeah, I did a couple crash traders. I actually got both of these out of the same crash trader. Salvage data. Oh, and I did grab crystal sulfide because I was doing that underwater creature. So I just picked up a few of those while I was swimming around. I got a bunch of like Thesium and stuff now too. Mordite. Oh, I have missions to hand in. I ran around, killed a bunch of creatures down there. Yeah, I just do a few creatures or sentinels at a time. We're gonna hand those in. Alright, and nothing new popped up for me there. Like that. I thought I saw like a larval core or something. Maybe not. Alright, let's go sell off these modules. I think I don't know what I actually get for nanites for that. Okay, so we get 505 for each of those. So, yeah. So that's one way that you can make a good chunk of nanites. If you get lucky. Able to get salvage glass, or able to get upgrade modules out of it, rather. Go to donate, is there anything? There's nothing there. Yeah. There is something I do want to try here, because you can get a higher value on crash ships if you repair part of them. It's just I'm not sure if it's the technology or... Oh yeah, I got 4 ships to get. Let's go with that one, I guess. Okay, so this is a B class. Oh, this has a shield in it I want. So I'm gonna actually take that out. Stick it down here for now. Let me try a different ship though. I want to see like a C class. We got a B class. Is this C class? Okay. What I'm gonna do, I want to see what this is going to pay out. Come on. Let's go to begin salvage. Okay, so 7.4 million. I'm gonna try to repair a couple things. Okay, so I can repair that. Yeah, looks like that's like all I can repair. And see what it gives me now for a number. Still 7.4. Let me see if I can repair something down here. Yeah, I've got like nothing on me. Well, this one platinum. Alright, let's do that, and I'm just gonna go buy 2 wiring looms real quick. Okay, I'm gonna end up doing a reload and undoing all this. So we're gonna get that repaired. No. You gotta partially repair a different slot. Alright, let's see what is the value now. Okay, 8 million. Alright, so technology doesn't matter, cargo is what you want to repair. So I'm just gonna reload my restore point. Because what I'm gonna do is, when I find like a pirate station, I'm gonna get a bunch of repair kits. And if I find like an A or an S-class ship, it'll be worth repairing it, because it'll bring up the value and hopefully increase the odds of you getting storage augmentations. So, oh, do I have all that crap? Okay. I thought I was gonna have to open up all those packages again. Okay. So we're gonna get rid of these ships. Start with that one. This is the one with the shield in it, so I want to keep that, because that'll save me some nanites right there. And nothing else in there. Because sometimes I have the habit of taking out modules that I want to keep and putting them in that ship's storage by mistake. So that's another reason why I always look at what ship I'm selling before I actually sell it. Alright, so let's get this sold. Alright, there's that second one. Shield is no good, so just sell it. Over this one. That same, this is the A class. I think this is the same exact ship. So sell that one. Alright, and last one should be that hauler. Yeah, see, all my stuff is in my my other ship. You know what? Let's no, I'm not gonna waste the wire and looms. If they wanted something besides wire and looms, then it would be worth it. Yeah, a lot of this stuff I don't have. Alright, we're just gonna scrap it. I'll wait till I find like an A or an S class before doing a bunch of repairs. Alright. So I got no expansions out of that, unless it came in here. Oh, it would have been down here. Oh yeah, I did. I got 3. I think I got 3 expansions. So I'm just going to install that, break it down. Yep, complete garbage. Yeah, I'm trying to get up to like around 20, 25 of these. That's why I'm just breaking them down. Unless they end up being like a really good roll or something, but most of these are just going to be garbage. They're just a B class, so. One of the bad things about breaking this stuff down, though, is you end up with like a lot of extra just garbage in your inventory, so Luckily, a lot of it's just, you know, like extra cadmium or chromatic metal, stuff like that. Alright, so go sell off stuff I just got. Because I have enough money now that I can buy pretty much any ship I want, so I'm not too worried about money now. Alright, so those are done. Is there anything over here? So let's get rid of some of this. Actually, I'll wait till I have a full stack and I'll start breaking some of that stuff apart. Oh, see this guy. I can use actually like light support and another jetpack. I don't think he has it though. Come on. We'll grab, I don't have cold protection yet, so I'll grab that. I'll grab a shield mod. Alright. Sell off those two. And let's get some of this stuff installed. Alright, so I got those four. I still need to get like an underwater. Get this installed, and I really need to get a new ship, like really bad, because I have a bunch of stuff I want to install, but I just don't have room. Multi-tool. See if I can get a bolt caster mod. Nope. Oh, he's got cannon mods though. I'll probably end up installing this soon. How much space do I have? I'm gonna have to install a couple things for the quest line. So I want to keep a couple open slots there. I would like to put in a mining beam and a bolt caster mod in here, but that's not going to be possible. I need to find a bigger multi-tool. That's not going to cut it. So I'm going to grab some more maps. Like 7 of those. Of these. I'm not sure what I have left for maps now. Oh, I only have one. I might as well just grab one more. Alright. Do a quick save, and I do want to go over to those other 2 space stations that I have in my, well actually there's only one at other space station, to see if there's any missions over there, and also check the mods there as well. So, look over there real quick. I do want to try to put down a base on that orange planet. I think when I get back over here, I think it's time to go check out one of the other planets. That way I can start getting my creature scans. I don't remember what I have in this system. Okay, that's aggressive animals running. Actually, I'm gonna stick my head out here because I don't remember what any of these planets are. If I have an airless planet, actually, I think one of them's a glitch planet, which might be useful. So, check with this guy. He's got nothing for me either. Wow. Pretty sure this guy has movement modules though. Alright, so we'll grab that movement. We'll grab an underwater. A shield. We'll get those installed. What's this movement module? 204. That'll work for now. I'd like to get one that's a little bit better than that, though. Okay. Check this out. We do have a rifle. That one's a little bit better. And probably just find something better at a minor settlement. We'll check with this guy. Yeah, I'm not donating storage augmentation, sorry. That's one thing I'll never donate. Alright. I don't know if I even checked this stuff. Probably already picked it all over. There's solar. Actually, I might end up looking for the exotic in this system. I can't get that other system. I haven't even seen the exotic. So I'm not sure what it is. I don't know why I scanned that. Ooh, that's going to be a frozen. Pretty sure one of these is a okay, Planet of Light. I might go check that out. I have another planet here though. Yeah, it's behind that. Oh, it looks like I've already been there. Yeah, it's my first planet. I have another planet here somewhere that I'm not seeing. Oh, there it is, little tiny moon that I can't pick up on. Keeps going to my marker. Let's a little bit closer. So, what is that moon? Barren. I'm gonna go to that not that one. You know, let's check out that barren moon. It's gonna keep doing that. I want to select this, not my base. There we go. See what type of environments down here. Maybe I can find a little oxygen hotspot. If not, I might try oxygen on that glitch planet. We'll see what else is there for resources. I can get plenty of pyrite here, so I can stop using tritium. Because the tritium I actually want to keep for my freighter. You need a good amount of that for freighter parts. Just get down here and see what I can find. Maybe just grab some drop pods and stuff at the same time. Kind of unlock things passively. Oh, it's a really dark planet. Let's do a quick scan for a trade post. Very dark planet. I like to do this, that way I can land at a safe area and be able to jump out and check, you know, my all my stats about the planet, you know, my animals and all that stuff in a safe area. Jump out, jump back in. I'm just gonna go in and get all this information now. Okay, so this is the type of planet I like to run into somewhat early on because, you know, they're just flying creatures. There's only 4 of them, and you can get a quick 1,000 nanites. What I'm looking for here, I want to see if I can find a little base, silver, pyrite, maybe copper. I'm not going to go crazy looking for copper though, but and if I can, I want to try to grab some cactus flesh. So, jump out here. Luckily, try to grab a couple birds right away. If I can grab all 4 of them right now, it'd be really nice, but you usually get a couple. Alright, there's a third. So I will have to kind of, oh, there he is. There's our 4th. So just like that, get these guys uploaded. Quick nanites. Alright. Check these sides out, see if there's any free stuff laying around. Grab all this stuff. I always grab the free stuff if I see it, because you never know what it might actually be. Always remember to check these bottom ledges too. Even though I don't need this rusted metal right now, I'm just gonna sell it. Need to get an Atlas pass crafted too, but I don't want to take up the inventory space, so I've been holding off on it. I do have 2 stacks of rusted metal already, so I don't need that. We'll get that refining though. See, so much of it is just kind of freeing up inventory for other stuff. So we'll move that over. Oh, and I did get a stack of magnetized ferrite. That's why I was keeping all that rusted metal. I Actually, let me burn this off. So I can get a full stack of pure ferrite. So we're just going to sell that rusted metal. Let's use this right now. I can always end up with tons of that stuff later on. Alright, let's get this out. Alright, and I have a little bit extra pure ferrite. Can I put that in my multi-tool? No. I'll just hold on to that for right now. And I will grab up a stack of metal plating to have on me. Don't need anything else that's in there. Alright. Alright, and see if I have any hotspots nearby. You have an A-class hotspot over here. Go check that out. Let's leave my ship right here, so come out here and just start scanning everything as I make my way over there. I want to scan mainly the plants more than anything. Minerals are good too. Did like 20,000 for those, 34,000. So. Yeah, and everything, you know, even these little pebbles, these are a good amount of money. So we have silver. Silver is really not all that useful, but what about a gas cloud? Let's see what this gas is. I came back over to the system mainly because I was getting attacked quite a bit in that other one. I'm not sure. Oh, this still has a the combat's still at 2, same as the other system. Let's see how often I get attacked here. We got sulfurine, which actually, it's not my favorite thing to find, but yeah, let's try somewhere else. No, make my way back to my ship. I could just call in my ship, but I don't want to waste the fuel. I should also be trying to pick up some tech too. Organic rock. Let's see what that organic rock is. It could be chlorine, or it could be something like radon, or sulfurine, little rocks. Let's see what this is. Oh, it's gonna tell me. Oh, it's more dye. I'm all set. What I'll do is wait for my jetpack to get full, then I'll go right up. I always try to stay close to the side just in case I start falling back down. So B class, C class. So I'm actually at the point where I can start buying up like A class ships and breaking them down. Not quite there though. I want to wait till I have like a decent ship first. And then just kind of head south. I thought that was a drop pod. Alright, so we'll do a quick scan for a drop pod. And see if I can get a ship. Okay, so we got an abandoned building, so I'm just going to ignore that. Do another scan. And we got a distress beacon, so we'll run over, do that drop pod. Oh, I should have bought some more nanotubes and stuff. I think I have enough for like 9 drop pods though. I have to pick up some more later on. Because all I do is buy those. I haven't been crafting them. And I might as well get some sentinel kills while I'm here too. Show you guys what I was doing last night. Rip open all this. Yeah, I hit these green crates a lot, mainly to get dihydrogen jelly. I've been getting a lot of relics though instead. Oh, projectile ammo too can be useful. Alright, so we'll get this thing repaired. Right there. And for some reason, I always do a save after doing that. There's not a habit more than anything. So I'm gonna go kill this guy off. I'll get him first. Got blasting these guys. Alright. Grab that, and then I'll take a little walk here. Just turn around to the side and just take off. See these blue things, you can just grab one of those, give you a little more distance. See, on normal mode I would just stay and fight them, but I just want to avoid as much conflict as I can. They only search for like 20 seconds, so... Alright. See if there's anything for me to scan here. So I just got, 2 out of that, so... That's all there is to that. I just do that pretty much, not every time, but every now and then do it. Alright. Should grab that. Just throw that away. Yeah, I'm starting to stack up the salvage data again. Try to unlock some base stuff. Alright. See, like, these are kind of too far away for me. I want to continue moving on. Alright, so I'll just pop another map. Head over to that one. Thought it was closer. Thought I heard something land. Must have just been those ships going over me. Let's clean up a couple of pieces here. Throw that away. These freaking relics, I keep getting them. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, whenever you don't have these relics, you can never find them. When you don't want them, that's all you get. Alright, can I put that in my ship? Let's hold on to that, because I'm going to have a bunch of that. Alright. It's down here. Oh, I didn't realize I already had some metal plating on me. Oh well. We'll get another one unlocked. Alright. Scan around. Sentinel's over there. Alright, I'm gonna head over this way. There is a building over here too. Oh. Oops, the shelter. Yeah, like I'm gonna keep the living slime now. All the other ones I'm just throwing on the ground. Actually, go ahead and toss that slime right in here. I could have done it in the other screen. Toss that in there. Get that going and fill it back up. Alright. You have to take this up. I had to jump out there for a second. Had a phone call that came through at just the right time. Alright. Got this. Little creek, there we go. Alright, make our way back. Dude, there's one right there too. We'll grab that one. Oh, more slime. So I'm just gonna hit stop on that for right now. Drag in the rest of that slime. I do have a sentinel around there somewhere. Oh, he's way over there. Probably be another one over here when I get back. Figured there'd be another sentinel over here. Yep, one right there. Take him out. So we did get a collar this time, so collar goes first, healer goes second. Oh, that was a healer. Will show up in a few seconds, probably. I tend to pick those up as soon as I can. Just take a little stroll. Should pop up. They tend to pop up right in front of wherever you are, so when I see them pop up, I just head in the opposite direction. You can always try to take a couple of them out, but half the time they're shielded, so I don't tend to even bother with them. There we go. But you can go attack them right now, but there's typically, you know, going to be a group of them, so they're right on you pretty quick. Like I have the healer here now. Alright, so we'll pop another drop pod. I do want to go see what this beacon is too. I'm just going to ignore that guy. So we're going to have a couple ships here. Whittle them down, try not to overheat. Switch the rocket. Alright. Sometimes they'll drop stuff for you. I've had like bad luck with it lately though. I haven't been getting anything off of any of these pirates. They just get annoying. This planet's actually kind of crappy. So I might switch over to another planet after maybe do a couple more drop pods, then bounce out of here. There's nothing to really discover here, so get down here and see what this is. Alright, and there is a distress beacon here, so this is crashed. What I'm gonna do, move a few of these into my exosuit. Oh, I've already got 3 of them in there. Alright, I get metal plating on me. Let me just flip this thing around real quick. That refuels. Alright, let's see what this is. Alright, got a B class. Crappy shield. See, luckily this is already fixed, so I won't have to mess around with it. I just have to worry about getting a seal. Oh. I always do that. I forget to claim the ship first. I'll just claim it. Craft up a seal. Alright, well that one's all set. And I always go back to my ship right away, because if something does happen and you have to reload, you're going to spawn in with this crappy ship. Then you'll have to bring in your own ship. Alright, go to search the cockpit. Alright, there's my scatter blaster. And unpin. Let's collect this stuff. More rusted metal. Almost didn't see this one. Yeah, and sometimes you can get useful stuff like batteries out of those too. Actually, should be a couple things to scan under here. I mean, you only get like 3 nanites for these, but worth scanning them. The howling sacks I don't even bother collecting anymore, because they're not, they don't really give you much. Actually, go over to that first. What's this? Organic rock. Alright, we've got a couple buried techs that are close. Loop right around. Organic rock. There's a building over there. I don't want to. Actually, let's see if I can see it from here. Oh, it's a trading post. Alright, cool. Grab these ones that are close. Okay, I wonder if there's a damaged machinery. There we go. More slime. Oh, I already got that. Alright, and there is another building there, so let's see what that is. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to. I don't know if I'd be able to see it from back there or not. Oh, is that a sentinel pillar? Oh no, those are plants. I saw these things here with that cactus. Look like a sentinel pillar in the distance. This stuff. Oh, my backpack is getting full. getting these stupid relics, that's why. Alright, let's rip these out. Toss that in. Use up one of these. Alright, let's get this guy out of here. One thing you can do is you can leave that caller up, and he'll keep calling in sentinels too. So that's another. That's how I ended up with some extra salvage glass. But I've just been killing them off because I want to keep on moving, you know. That's one thing you can do, like in between the first and second wave. That way you only end up with a couple sentinels showing up at once. If you leave the caller in, he'll just constantly spawn a couple sentinels at once. That's here. Move my way right back to my ship. Not identified. And actually, get that up. See if there's more of those little things laying around. Oh, that's unidentified. See if I can get a little bit of carbon while I'm here. I've been putting a lot of carbon into my refiner, so that's some of this stuff. Ammo. Oh, we're gonna heal it. I get this one. Yeah, I already have that. A little bit of that healer. Or you know, if you start taking a bunch of damage, just take off. Yeah, these ones that throw grenades are kind of a pain. Having issues this time. I'm starting to take damage, so I'm on my way out. If that was on like flatter land, it wouldn't be that bad, but yeah, I got 7 units now. There's a couple healers in there. I'll let them do their thing. Okay. Plus it doesn't help that I really don't have a very good multi-tool. Yeah, once you end up with a couple healers around, it can become a bit dicey. That's why I try to just bully a couple of them at a time. So I got a few out of that. Let's just stick this in here for now. And burn that off. I do try to keep up on my condensed carbon because I use so much of it. What do I have for room? I got like no room in here. I keep getting those relics and I don't want to throw them away because you do get a good amount of money for them. There's a, I don't remember what direction. There is a trading post here somewhere. It's close. Let's see if I can spot it from the air. Actually, I can probably just go in here, go to daytime. Yep, right in front of me. I'll go over there and unload some stuff. I'll run down, sell off those relics, and then run around and grab any of the extra freebies that are around. Down there. Right, let's rip this out. Actually, I can put more of that in. Yeah, nanotubes. 15 of those. Well, antimatter housings. I don't think we have those. To finish up. I've got a bunch of stuff. I should probably go unlock some base items too. Get that going. At least this stuff goes quick. Some of this stuff it takes so friggin' long to refine. What do we have for ships? Glass. Oh, didn't even see that guy. Yeah, I thought about building here, but I don't really care for the planet. It's actually really kind of drab. I get a little bit more of that. Whoops. Get that out. I'll just hold on to this for now. I keep killing sentinels, so move this down. Yeah, I'm not popping open that that glass right now because I just don't have the room to store stuff and sell things like right away. I kind of need a space station for that. Go do a. Oh, I've already got one more. Is there? That's only a couple minutes away, so what I'll do is when I get down to like 40 seconds away, I'll drop back down and kind of go into it slow. I'm also trying to find like minor settlements as well. Head towards that. Alright, we do have a building here that we can land at, grab some nanites. Maybe do a quick scan, if I can land there. Yeah, I think I'll just grab that drop pod and then go check out a different planet. This planet's just, I don't know, boring, I guess. Here, just the shield. Restore. Knew there had to be a beacon here somewhere. Not much around here. Go see what we can get out of this. No nanite machine. Oh, nope, there is one. Good. Grab that. Alright. See if this will give us a ship. 1440. Okay, so we have a freighter. I'm just going to ignore that. That might actually save me a map. I'll do a quick, actually I'm making my way to that drop pod, aren't I? Do that drop pod first. Should have a drop pod marked. I wonder if I get too close to that drop pod and it took it away. This one looks like it's... Oh no, it's close. Yeah, I think it unmarked my drop pod. Actually, does that show up in the log? No, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get rid of some of the salvage data. Ignore those guys. And get landed. Yeah, as long as you don't shoot at them, you can typically land. Get this one done. I don't know why I always exit out of that. Just out of habit. Mainly because I don't like to deal with the animations. Alright, what do we have? It's going to be floating crystal. We have a building. Let's see what that building is. It's worth looking at these buildings when you're on the ground because they can be crash ships. So that's actually how I find them when I do like a no starter ship challenge. Okay, so we have a factory or observatory. Where's that? Yeah, it's just an observatory. It's not worth the time. I'm going to take a gamble here and see if I can find a another crash ship. No, got an abandoned building. Go one more. I'd like to be able to scrap a couple ships. We got the observatory I just saw. Alright, now I think everything should be marked, so this should be a distress beacon now. There we go. Sometimes you have to burn through a few maps to get what you're looking for. But as long as you leave it marked, it won't give you the same thing over and over again. Until you get to distress beacon, which is what you're gonna want. Just go straight up and down. And hopefully find ourselves a crash ship. Alright, and I see a distress beacon, so get ourselves a hauler. See what we've got. Alright, Alright, got a sea glass. Everything's broken. So we're gonna just claim it. Some of this stuff fixed. Metal plating. Craft up a seal. Alright. That's all fixed up. It does have an S-Class shield in it. I'm just going to ignore it though. Because if this was like a 34% shield, then I would repair it. But it's just a regular stock one, so there's nothing special. Make sure I do a quick save. And interact with the beacon. Control panel. Alright. Get our ejector. Mod. Let's throw that away. I think what I'm gonna do is just go right up to the anomaly, unlock a few base parts. That way, that'll clear up a few slots in my inventory as well. I think I got like 90, so fill that up. All that in. Yeah, unlock some base parts and also actually crack open that salvage class too. What I'll do is I'll just take the teleporter here right over to the space station. So let's see, I've got 30 in here. Yeah, so I've got what 96 to use up. Is that full of anything? Just get rid of a little bit of this stuff. Alright. Now I haven't been up here in a bit, so I do want to make sure to just visit these two guys. Pick up some nanites. Now you never know what you're going to get out of them. It all depends on how much running around you're doing. Alright, quite a bit there. So you take a look at this multi-tool, see if that has a better layout than the other one. That one's even worse. Alright. So some of these construction plans, there's some of this stuff I don't really need. But I tend to always forget to unlock my pavers because I use those a lot with glitch building, so I have to unlock all this stuff just to get my pavers. Like I don't think I've ever used a foundation. I've tried to use it, and half the time the stuff just disappears. I will grab an access ramp. I never use stairs. You know, some of this stuff I will end up using, but there's more important stuff to unlock first. Nothing in there. When I start to actually build, I do want to get the antimatter reactor, but not yet. Weapon racks gonna be useless. I'll pretty much all this stuff is useless in a way. When you start doing the expanded your base quest line, you'll get like your landing pad for free. You'll get your appearance modifier. Um, Large refiner isn't worth the credits right now, or at all, because you can do pretty much everything with a medium. There's only a few recipes that require the large refiner, and I almost never use it. Most of this stuff you'll unlock with your NPC, so I don't bother with that. Underwater, I don't even bother with. Sometimes I will grab a couple posters because they can be useful for moving items up and down just by little tiny fractions. But you only need really one poster to do that. Decorations I don't even bother with for now. I want the regular base parts. A couple good things, like this is already unlocked, which is good, but this lamp's really good because it requires no power. And the same thing with the lantern, requires no power. The other ones are just more aesthetic than anything. I will grab the wire cloaker. And you know, I will grab my inverter and my auto switch in case I want to do something fancy. The plants I'm not going to bother with for now. I want to get some of this stuff unlocked. The extruded stuff I barely ever touch, so I don't even bother with it. But I do have to unlock all this crap just to get to my windows. I might as well grab that one too. And the roofs, I don't really deal with many of them. I will do like a basic setup one, you know, with the angles and the corners. And I will unlock the inside roof. I never use it for its intended purpose. I use it typically when I dig a hole somewhere. I'll put down one of these roofs just as a marker. Alright, so start to unlock some of this stone. Of course, the most important thing is the floor and the wall. Unfortunately, you have to unlock this to get to the small floor. I wish they would reverse the order of those, because these floors suck. They're not glass, so they kind of it's kind of a waste of salvage data. But I will grab the arch and the stone door, and I will have a regular size door. I have to get that to unlock that. Triangle, do a ramp, small triangle. Alright, that's done. Unlock a couple of these. So I'm getting quite a bit of stuff unlocked in there. Now, do the same thing with the alloy. Typically I go with like the same items right away. I'm not going to bother with that setup. That's the extruded wall, which I don't want. I want the arch. Door. Light door. I do like both of these doors, so I'll unlock that other one. Yeah, like the extruded stuff I don't ever use for anything. Alright, make our way to our roof. Let's get that roof, this roof. And I'm not going to bother with the inside roof on that. This stuff I never use, so let's get past that. Storage container is not going to help me right now, but I would like to circle back and get some of those. What I want to find are anything in here. Don't need any of that. I will grab this small box because that can help with scaling. And I'm also looking for the pallet. Wooden pallet. There we go. So get the ladder, get the pallet. The pallet's really good for scaling also. And, you know, let's grab that barricade. Because that can be kind of a decorative item with a practical purpose. Grab the spark plug. Grab this little capsule. Alright, and grab that. Grab this light array. Alright. There's a whole bunch of junk. Alright, so we got 12,000 nanites, so we can unlock some of this stuff. I have all the important stuff unlocked. We'll grab this and something I'll install later. And I might as well... it's still a lot of nanites. I'm gonna hold off on that. Okay, so I will get my medium refiner. I'm not sure how this thing works. I guess you can get... it can give you some really good bonuses on stuff, it's just I don't really use it. We'll get the trade rocket because that does have some useful purposes to it. The Exocraft summoning unit, I'm gonna hold off because I have to finish the whole story quest before I can even get the parts for it. And airburst engine I'll grab. I don't think I need anything from him. Let's grab the shell greaser just in case I do decide to go to Scatter Blaster. I probably won't, but... and I will grab the optical drill blueprint, even though I'll probably never need it, but it's good to have it in case I get another multi-tool. And I will grab the paralysis mortar. And cannon. And my Warp Hypercore blueprint and my Atlas Fast 3. I should just grab that. Grab a few things here. start getting some of this stuff unlocked. Alright. So I don't want to use up all my nanites and stuff. And I do have another multi-tool, I think, or did I already sell that? Okay, so I do have a junk multi-tool. Well, let's dismantle everything I can. That'll give me more stuff to use. We'll go scrap that. Alright. That will probably, yep, I was going to say that should give me a couple upgrades. I might try out now. I think I'm just going to sell it. So all I'm going to do is use the teleporter here and go right over to the space station. That way I don't waste fuel getting back and forth. Alright. Oh. I don't know if there's anything here. Actually, I can use that. Let's crack these guys open. And so I've got a... Wow. See, out of 7, only one of those actually gave me a module. So I'm gonna end up just selling the weapon module, I think. Let's get that out of there. Yeah, I got kind of screwed there. See, that's the bad thing about that. You end up with a bunch of junk you don't really want. So sell off that junk. I've got to be running out here. I am gonna try to get on later today. I want to see if I can get a new ship. So I might do a bunch of reloads to see if I can get a decent ship to spawn here. Alright, let's go sell off those modules. Oh, I have a ship to scrap too. Forgot about that. Just gonna sell off all that. Get back some of those nanites. And bring in... Oh, I've got 2 ships. We'll sell these off. Is there anything worth saving? Nope. Yeah, if I wanted to speed this up, I could do, go find a dissident system and get a bunch of ships over there. I'll probably end up doing that eventually, especially if I have to start unlocking ship slots and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do salvage that. See, that one's only 1.8 million. A piece of junk, but I did end up getting a storage module or storage augmentation out of one of them. What am I up to? Alright, I'm up to 19, so I'm just gonna break down these green ones, delete them. I think I'll sell off the blue ones this time. Yeah, eventually you end up with a ton of wire looms. I don't want to reach that point, so I'll just take the... You know what, that's really not much. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna install them and break them down. Alright. The nanites are more valuable than the wire looms right now. Alright, so let's sell off that junk. See, I always have to move my cursor away when I delete something because I have it so that it instantly deletes it, or, you know, sells it. So that's why I'm always moving my cursor back and forth when I sell stuff. Alright, so we've got a couple extra of those now. Actually, let me get rid of... what is that? Actually, I'll hold on to the pure ferrite. The chromatic metal. It's like, it seems like I always have like a little extra or something. Yeah, get rid of the pure ferrite too. That's just bugging me. Yeah, I can't even make it into magnetized ferrite because I already got a full stack. Alright, so get rid of 44 of that. Alright. Alright, I think that's actually, can I grab another shield here? Might not be able to buy one right away. Yeah, I already bought it. Alright. Alright, well I think that's gonna do it for me today. Didn't really get all that much done. Did get to check out a couple planets, or I think we only did one planet actually. But I'll swing in later on and see if I can get a decent ship and go from there. Well, I appreciate you guys swinging in, and I will see you next time.